What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Gwoppy, and I'm back here with another video. And what you guys just saw at the beginning of this video was the two teaser trailers for the Cayo Perico Heist for GTA 5 Online, otherwise known as the map expansion DLC. And now, I know I'm a little bit late to the party as in terms of like talking about this teaser announcement for this DLC and everything, but the DLC doesn't come out until December 15th, so I got all the time in the world. And since I'm on my off day with my part-time job and everything, I may as well get this video out because I know my subscribers have been asking for it and have been wanting me to cover this. Alright guys, to start things off with the first 10-second trailer that we received back in late November, we do see a 10-second trailer of some shots of the new map expansion island that they're bringing to GTA Online, and also they show off this dead body by the name of John Doe. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was like a random event that you could find the body on Vespucci Beach or anywhere within the little islands or like the little beaches around the airport to all the way at the end of Vespucci Beach. And I think this was a random event, but the main thing that I also want to point out that not a lot of people pointed out was that the dead body's name is John Doe. And when I first saw the name John Doe, I was like, why does that name sound so familiar? And then it clicked with me because I was watching Israel85 play the story mode of GTA 5, and turns out that it was the name of Michael DeSanta, who he had to fake his death and go inside of a morgue to find another guy who he had ended up torturing later on in the story mode. For some valid reason I can't really remember, but anyways, I think John Doe, from what I'm seeing in the screenshot, it says that he has known affiliations to El Rubio, and I don't know if that's the name of the island or it could be the name of the island. I have to double check, but I think he has something to do with this heist and has something to do with this DLC, so he may play a role in why we are going to this island to begin with, but who knows, we're gonna have to wait and see. Alright, now moving on to the actual trailer where it confirms the set release date for the Cayo Perico Heist, we do see in-action shots of the island in and of itself, and I gotta tell you, the island actually looks pretty good, to be honest with you. It doesn't really look big, but at the same time, it doesn't really look all that small either. We do see some docks areas, we do see, I think it is a mansion, I think it is, and we also see like a plane flying over. Now, I'm not exactly sure if we're gonna be able to have an airport on this island, but I heard that Jamaican islands, or at least somewhat of these Colombian islands, have very, very small restricted airspaces and also airstrips as well. That's the size of postage stamps. So if we're gonna have to like fly over there, if this is in free mode, that is, it's probably gonna be like a small landing strip, and that's pretty much about it. Now, there's also one more thing that I also want to talk about in the 24-second trailer, and that is that we did see the submarine, the same exact submarine that we did use and go upon in Act 2 of the Doomsday Heist that came out in 2017. Now, I'm hearing some rumors that this may be purchasable in GTA Online, but at the same time, it won't be accessible to anybody in GTA Online. This could just be for one mission, just like how they did in Act 2 of the Doomsday Heist, and then we never saw it again in free mode. And honestly, it could work how the yacht system would work in the game, where it can pretty much transport you to one end of the map to the other, but at the same time, nobody really goes on the water besides, like, you know, dog fighting and everything. So I'm not necessarily sure how that would work specifically. If we could be able to drive the submarine, that would pretty much be insane because, you know, it's a giant submarine and nobody really goes underwater for anything else anyways. But that would be crazy, and I think that would be a good rendition to GTA Online besides the flying hover bikes that we see. But we're gonna have to wait and see for official confirmation if the submarines will be purchasable in online. And in terms of vehicles that we do see in this trailer, now if you slow down the video right at around the 13-second mark, we do see some new Hummer looking vehicles, like some new militarized like APCs, not APCs, but like vehicles that they use in the military, like Hummers, new Jeeps and everything. We do see like a new Jeep pickup with a turret on top of it, and we do see some other like militarized style vehicles. So if they have armor like the Insurgent and the Night Shark, I think that would be a more like, you know, better rendition to the game, and also a better addition to the game as well in terms of armored vehicles. But I'm not necessarily sure how armored real life Hummers are, especially when it comes to the military. I think they can only take like short range missile attacks, but we're gonna have to wait and see for that because we have had like these military style vehicles in the game where it only takes like 1 or 2 RPGs and then after that it's done. Now that I got the important stuff out of the way, now I want to give my official opinions about what this DLC will be about and what we'll actually be able to receive, and then I'm also going to give my small wish list of things that I actually want in this DLC, and it's not really much, it's just some cars and maybe a new weapon, but I'll talk about that in a second. Now, personally, what I think this DLC will be about, now since it is like a Colombian style like island that we're going to be able to access in GTA Online, now I'm pretty sure this will be like sort of like a drug lord DLC, or sort of like a Colombian drug lord, like we have to steal from a drug lord and take down or organized criminal organization in the game. But the thing that I don't really get right now is that who will actually help us infiltrate this island? Will Lester help us as always, or will this be like a FIB job or IAA job? I'm not necessarily sure. Now I'm pretty sure Lester will help us out along the way, because he did come out of retirement for the Diamond Casino heist, and he is technically still back in the game. He didn't say that he's retired yet, so maybe he might help us. Maybe Lester will come back, maybe not, but knowing him, I know he'll come back because he came back for the Doomsday heist and the casino heist, so there's hoping that our boy Lester will make a return. And now here's my, I would say, worries that I have, or sort of like the thought in the back of my head that I know might happen, but probably at the same time won't happen. And I'm just gonna say this. Now, there's a lot of speculation in the community right now that this heist, or why I should say this island, will only be accessible to the heist and the heist only. Now, if that's the case, Rockstar is gonna have to deal with a lot of backlash, probably even a lot more backlash than what they got for trying to milk GTA Online to the PS5 and the Xbox Series X across the span of 7 or 8 years. Now, it could be a possibility that this map expansion will be in GTA Online, but at the same time, how far out is it going to be from the whole map of San Andreas with Los Santos, Blaine County, and Paleto Bay? Now, if it's only like, you can travel by boat, but it's a restricted airspace, then that will be okay. But if it's like an airport there, or like an airstrip there, and you can just get there with an Oppressor Mark II, then, and you can sort of complete the heist with the Oppressor Mark II and the Oppressor Mark II only, then yeah, that will kind of be a disappointment. Or they can have it as to whereas like personal vehicles won't spawn on the island, and that's also an idea that I think Gilly Master or the Professional said in their videos, and I sort of agree with them in a way, but by judging by these trailers, we did see those Hummers that was on the island, and it's mostly dirt anyways, so I don't know how they're going to be able to transport our personal vehicles from one map to the other, from Los Santos or Blaine County all the way to Cayo Perico. And if that is possible, then I don't know. They might have to disable some cars for that, I don't know, but we're going to have to see. Now, another thing that I also did see in this trailer was, I believe it was a mansion. Now, I think that some Colombian islands, or I think some like islands that is like Cayo Perico in real life, has islands like that, or at least in the Caribbean areas, at least as far as I know. And I think we won't be able to buy this, but it will be accessible in the heist. Now, I know that we've been begging for mansions for a while in GTA Online, and it hasn't quite came yet. All we got that is close to mansions was the penthouses and the still houses that's up in the Vinewood Hills areas, and also our own penthouse in the casino. But aside from that, we don't have any mansions. Now, if this mansion is available for purchase, a lot of people, this is going to be like a hub for a lot of people, and if there is business battles going on in this area, it will pretty much make it like a second area for players to like hang around and also duke it out and battle it out for business battles and also other things as well. So if they execute that part right, we could have another place and like another hub for like activities to do in the map and also in GTA Online. Also, there is one more thing that I also want to talk about that I just found out, like, as I'm recording this video. Now, as I'm looking through my recommendeds, I did see a video from Gilly Master saying that Rockstar did put out another teaser for, like, this upcoming DLC, and it teases pretty much a new nightclub location, or at least a new nightclub setting that's underneath the Diamond Casino and Resort. And from what I'm understanding and what from his video talks about, they're going to be opening up a new social hub that's underneath the Diamond Casino. casino, and I don't know how that's really going to work. I'm pretty sure that's going to be like sort of similar to the nightclub businesses that we already have already, but I think that all it's going to be is a new social space for other players to, like, you know, mingle and maybe dance, get a drink. But apart from that, you're only going to visit it like 1 or 2 times when it first comes out, because everybody's going to be there, and then after that you're not really going to go to it again. But if there is some incentive to go to it, no, a lot of people is going to go to it, because a lot of people go to the Diamond Casino Heist, you know, or like the Diamond Casino to like spin the lucky wheel to get the new podium vehicles, to like get some rewards, their daily rewards. So I think that will be a good addition to the game. We're gonna have to see how that's gonna play out, and how the servers is gonna be able to take all this, because I know with the original PS4 and the original Xbox One, woo, I'm telling you, you can only run 15 FPS or 15 frames per second every single day you log into GTA Online in a populated lobby. And also in Gilly Master's video, it did also say in the newswire, or I think the announcement, it did say that new music is coming to the existing radio stations, and also some new radio stations as well. So I'm really excited for that. I'm really hoping that they add some new hip-hop tracks to the game as well, or at least give another dedicated hip-hop and new age rap station for the game as well. I want some new Pop Smoke music, because, you know, Pop Smoke passed away and one of his songs was featured for the Diamond Casino Heist. So I'm looking to see if they can add some new music for Pop Smoke to like dedicate his legacy to him. Also some new music from Trippie Redd, Lil Baby, Da Baby, etc. I'm hoping that they add some new music like that, because they normally like have these new music stations, and they also include like a variety of music, like say techno, pop, hip hop, street rap, etc., and then collab it all together. Some dedicated music stations will actually be very good for the new state of GTA Online, with how it's going to be ported over to the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Alright, now before I wrap this video up, I also want to give my small wish list of things that I want to see in this DLC. And now it's not going to be a lot of things that I want, it's just going to be a short list of things, like some new cars that I want, and possibly a new weapon, with how this is going to be like a Colombian, Puerto Rican, drug lord type of style DLC. So out of the way, I'm going to talk about the cars first. Now the first car that I want them to add in the game for this DLC is a new updated Bravado Buffalo, i.e. the Buffalo Hellfire in the game, which is modeled after the real life Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. Now in the Diamond Casino Resort DLC, I think it was, we did see an updated Gauntlet, which was the Gauntlet Hellfire, which in real life is modeled after the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, and a little bit of the Dodge Demon, with how it can be able to wheelie off the ground dead stock. So we did see that, and a lot of people do want a Jeep Trackhawk and maybe even a Dodge Charger Hellcat in the game as well. So I think it has to be a must for them to add this car into the game. Now if they go with the 2019 narrow body, or the brand new 2020 and 2021 wide body Hellcat Charger for the Gauntlet Hellfire design, that would still be perfect. I would still love it either way, because we're getting another Hellfire into the game, and you guys know me, the Dodge Charger Hellcat is like my favorite car right now, and that's my dream car. Now the second car that I do want them to add into the game is a Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat or the Jeep Trackhawk. Now either or will work. I'm sort of leaning towards the Jeep Trackhawk mostly, because we don't have many Jeep style vehicles in the game. We do have a vehicle that is in the Bravado family that is modeled after the Durango, but we don't have the SRT Hellcat or the Hellfire variant of that yet. So they could add that, but at the same time they could add the Jeep Trackhawk more, because I think the Trackhawk is a little bit more popular than the Durango SRT Hellcat, because it just came out for the 2021 lineup, and I think the Trackhawk will most likely play a big role in the SUV family, because we did have the Urus, we did also have like a Jaguar truck, and we did also have like a Bentley truck in the game as well. So adding that will spice up the SUV family for races, as well as other things in other races as well. Now the last vehicle that I think I have on my wish list, at least right now for the moment, has to be the Tesla Cybertruck. Now this truck was pretty much a meme, I think earlier this year, or I think last year I think it was, and I'm pretty sure Rockstar will only add this into the game because they know very good and well how many memes circulated because of the Tesla Cybertruck, with how Elon Musk unveiled it at the Tesla Cyber Show, or like whatever he did to like unveil the Cybertruck. And I think personally I didn't really like the truck at first, but since it looks so goofy looking and how it looks so almost futuristic looking and how like 2D it looks, I think it would serve its purpose in GTA Online. So yeah, adding the Cybertruck into the game will also be a good feature, and I think that's about it on my wish list. And also, there's one thing that I also want them to add in this DLC if they can introduce it. Now, I think you and I can agree that since this is like a sort of Scarface sort of themed DLC, I think adding a M16 assault rifle with a grenade launcher attachment, or adding a new tactical rifle to the game with a grenade launcher attachment can really spice up this game, because I cannot tell you how much we are in need of a new assault rifle, because every single time in online, pretty much everybody's go-to weapons, or at least assault rifles in the game at the moment, has to be the carbine rifle and the special carbine rifle, and that's because it's pretty much the two best guns in the game, or at least in the category, because everything else had been toned down and buffed down. The regular assault rifle, the AK-47, is weak. The advanced rifle had a huge nerf. The bullpup rifle is garbage, and the Draco, which is like the compact rifle, I think it is not really effective at all. It's pretty much like a mini SMG, pretty much. But adding a new tac rifle with a grenade launcher attachment, or like sort of like a Mark III carbine rifle with a grenade launcher attachment, will be perfect for this DLC and give a Scarface kind of vibe to the game. But aside from that, that's really all I had to cover about this DLC. I covered like everything we know so far about the DLC, and I also talked about what my personal thoughts is about this DLC as well, and also gave my wish list. So I see this as an absolute win in terms of like this video like being out there for like people to watch, and like also being as non-biased as possible. But let me know what you guys think about this video down in the comments down below. What do you guys think of the new Cayo Perico Heist in GTA Online? Do you think that this island or map expansion will only be available in the heist or like a certain mission, or will it be accessible into online and give a true map expansion to GTA Online? Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. With that being said, I'm gonna go edit this up and also put this out probably on the same day, if not tomorrow. And with that being said, this is your boy Gwop. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you're new, and I'm out, bruh.